It's been a while since I posted a video. The reason being is I had a different laptop computer and it had all my video stuff on it. It had my music and sound library. It had lots of pictures all in an organized manner in different folders. It had partially edited videos, and all that stuff got lost because the computer fell maybe a foot onto the carpet, and it didn't start after that. Brought it to the local computer store. He wasn't able to recover anything. So I don't know if there's still some options we can try on it to see if we can get anything else back out of it. While I've been doing stuff, I haven't really been filming either. Just really haven't had the enthusiasm since that happened, and kind of busy. Filming stuff takes time, slows things down, and just and then to have to edit the video. I try to put a lot of time into editing, adding music, adding sounds, and transitions, and text, and all that stuff, and that takes a lot of time. Lost the enthusiasm after the computer. I lost the stuff on the computer. So anyway, I did finally take some video, which was using some of the equipment and moving some dirt. So here it is. This is what I did today after work for a little bit, and let's get right to it. It's summer. Car stuff is over for a little while for me. There's a lot of other things I need to focus on for projects around the house and other equipment projects. Cars are just one hobby I have, and there's lots of other things that I like to do. Got my bulldozer back finally. That was loaned out to a friend for quite a while. He never really ended up using it. But I'm happy to have it back. It belongs to me, and it belongs here. And let's see, we got truck stuff going on. Grader. Actually, we did some work to the bigger galleon there, and I'll have to put that video together. I got a lot of video footage on that grader. And let's see what else. I haven't done anything with the bus yet. Got the new bucket truck over there as well. But anyway, the sun's setting, and it's always my dilemma. There's not enough light in the day for me to do all the things I want to do after work. And I guess if I owned the business, I could just leave anytime I want, but really it's not that easy to just come and go. But here's what I'm working on at the moment. Got the P&H, and I got the dump truck. Now, you've all seen videos on the P&H. It's a wonderful machine. It's, I think, one of the best things I ever bought. Man, what a great piece of equipment. And also we have the 1960 Mack B-61. And we're loading up with fill. It's actually pretty decent looking fill. Not a lot of rocks in it. A few things, pebbles and stuff, but it's going to be good for what I'm using it for. So we're going to do a little bit of digging here. All right, so I got to go around here to get to the operator's cab. Cab on this P&H is on the right hand side. A lot like the Northwest and the Bucyrus Erie. Guess that's a carryover from cable stuff. Well, here's the gauge area of the P&H H312. Here's the start button. We got that Detroit 453. Trying to find a place to set the camera. But there's not a lot of... I need a better camera mount or something. I know guys will say side swiping with the bucket is probably one of the worst things you can do to an excavator, and I can see that because there's a lot of leverage over the whole length of this boom. The turret on this doesn't have a lot of power, and I really only take light sweeps, and I don't even, I only put a little pressure on it. I just need to smooth this out so the truck can get through here with no problem. All right, this is probably going to be the last scoop of the day. So I'm going to close up the P&H. Gotta close the window. Close the skylight. And probably put some oil on that hinge. Okay. Well, there's still quite a bit of dirt there on that rise. So that'll I know I'm gonna need, I don't know, numerous more truckloads of it. But yeah, it's up there. That's good. So let's see. Oh, it looks like I got a leaking fuel tank. It's all wet. Smells like diesel. All right, let's turn the key to the on position. We'll take the starter, the other key, and we'll start it. And it runs. Oh, can't forget to take you with me. Let's see if we got any taillights here. They used to work. Nope. Nothing. Oh, we got some cab lights. Oh my god, they all work. All cab lights. Well, at least that's something. I'm only crossing the street. Confuse me with one of those guys who's really good at shifting at 20 speed, which is what this is. big tree and I don't want to damage it. Stop right here a minute. Take you with me. Inside door handle don't work. Truck needs some TLC. I think I need to hire one more guy so I could put him on that type of stuff. Alright, I think what I want to do is put it probably right about here. And that way I might have the most level means of dumping. Yeah, that'll work out. that does not have maxi brakes. It needs a wheel chock, and I think I want to put more than one. Gotta find a piece of PT or 4x4 or whatever. Here's what we've been working on. You know, so I needed to bring the ground up to where the bottom step is to make a one step height. And now all that dirt, that fill, is going to go in all along here and around here up to where the black road fabric is. So this will be the first step to get up there, and then the rest of the steps up the grand staircase of Massachusetts Avenue. But before I forget, let me find some type of chalk here. I don't know where this came from. It's not PT. But if that chalk was to collapse, the truck would roll out in the road and across the street into that guy's house. Don't really want that to happen. So a little redundancy is gonna be pretty useful. Yeah, that thing's kind of squished. I mean, I let the weight of the truck roll up against it, so it probably won't squish any further, but I want to make sure the things are not going to go anywhere. But it's a useful truck. It's good to have a dump truck, especially when you have an excavator and a backhoe and that type of stuff. Love the Mack B models. They've just got that look. They mean business. I don't have a very big cab, but luckily I'm not a very big guy, so I fit in there. Be nice to put some paint on this one day, blast the body, all that jazz, you know, and do some TLC. I'd at least like to get all the lights working if I'm gonna use it. I mean, it's getting dark out now, and I don't want to run the truck around in the dark. But yeah, what a substantial, robust piece of equipment here. The truck's seen a lot of use over the years. I got this down near Northampton, Mass. Actually, Leeds. The town is called Leeds. The guy had a few other B model Macks. Some of the stuff was just really rusty and parting it out. But he said, man, this one's just too good to part out. And I picked it up. I don't know. I got it. It's got to be 6-7 years ago now. I don't know. The older you get, the faster time goes. But boy, this is starting to look like a real construction site here, with the dump truck and the tractor and the backhoe and the bucket truck and the crane and the David Brown. But this house is like non-stop, ongoing work. So that's okay. I like all this stuff. Lots of people like it. You know, we have a museum in town, and I gotta say, people stop by and they tell me they like looking at my stuff better than the stuff at the museum. At least the stuff I have is useful. You ever see that movie, The Money Pit? The names and the faces have been changed to protect the innocent. People like me. That's okay. It's got style. It's got character. If it was brand new, it wouldn't have a story to tell. Well, we're gonna need a bunch more dirt. But this stuff looks pretty good. I think what I can probably do is use the Oliver and start moving it around a little bit. You know, I'd like to take some of this. It was just too off level to try and dump over here. So maybe what I'll try to do is take some of that dirt with the Oliver and dump it over here where I can have a level spot to back up to, and dump another load right over here, because it's got to go all the way back in there. And then this is pretty steep, and mowing it's kind of tough, you know. It's you try and go over this with the mower and it scalps it down to the dirt. But even at the highest setting, but that's okay. One day this will all change. I'd like to do a wall around the front, kind of where those almost, as close to the road as I can get it, and you know, stone wall similar to the style of the foundation stone that I have on the house. You know, these various squares and rectangles. Love that look. And this whole wall I rebuilt quite a while ago. I had it dug out way down here and all the way down past the lower than the floor of the basement. And at the time we ran a new water line all the way down to the street and put pipe in place for a sewer line in case the sewer line ever failed. This way you could just connect it in the basement and then dig one hole down here to make a connection to the main under the street. But we haven't needed that. Maybe someday. Probably ought to go in and see what the dogs are chewing on. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? You want to take a walk? You want to go outside? Yeah, you don't know English yet, do you? Maybe a little bit. You know sit, right? Yeah. Sit. Sit. Daisy, sit. Sit. Come on, sit. Sit. You know sit. Ollie knows sit. Daisy knows sit when I have something that she wants. Sit. Sit, Daisy, sit. Daisy. Sit. Ah, too happy. Oh. All right, let's find the leash. I don't smell anything. That's a good sign. You guys are doing good. You guys are doing good. Yeah. And puppies are about 5 months old. When we got them, they were 15 pounds. Now they're both about 40. He's over 40, and last time we weighed her, she was upper 30s. She's probably pushing 40 now. But yeah. You guys want to go out? Do you? Are you thirsty? Oops. Okay. And some for you too. If we fill it up with water, they'll just drink and drink and drink, and and then they won't be able to hold it, and they'll start using the puppy pee-pee pads. We have one left that they kind of folded over and shredded, and I'm trying to train them to let us know when they want to go outside to relieve themselves.